Hey guys, welcome back. I am going to attempt to continue my birth story. Little Missy is 5 months old today. 5 months old! How did this happen? Why does time go so fast? Hey? But yeah, we're just doing a little bit of play time. You've been chewing on your jumpsuit that's a bit big for you. So I thought I would try to see where I get continuing on with the story. Hey, what do you want to do? Some tummy time? Want to go down here? Hey, you gonna say hello? Hey. Okay, so where I left off was, where was it? Going out for dinner at 37 weeks. So, made it to 37 weeks. As I said in my last video, I was very miserable. Like, I just felt so miserable. Like, I couldn't, yeah, I remember just being in so much pain and her movement slowing down that I was just like really anxious. And anyway, Adam was at work, he came home, he went to the gym, he came back. While he was at the gym, I like had a shower, got ready, put makeup on, stuff like that to go out for dinner. I did not feel like doing any of this, by the way. I remember actually posting that we were going out for dinner because we'd made it to 37 weeks and hello. And in my story, I was just like, I do not feel like going out. Like, I'm so miserable right now. Anyway, so he comes back from the gym and I'm all ready to go. I'm sitting on like the bench seat we have inside of our entrance where like you can sit to put shoes on and stuff. And I was sitting there. Hey, hello. And then, sorry, just watching the dogs outside. Sienna. Wait, Sienna. God, they're always getting into mischief. So I'm sitting there, he comes home from the gym and I'm just like sitting like this and he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, haven't felt her move in a while. And I was crying and get baby. You want this one? This is a good one. You're my best friend, can I have a hug? Oh my god, I'm such a broken up storyteller. Okay, where are we? So I'm sitting on the seat, he's like, what's wrong? I say, look, haven't felt her move and I'm crying or whatever. He's like, everything's okay, baby's fine, like reassuring me. And he had to go for a shower to get ready to go out. And I was like, look, I'll just lay down in the bed. And as soon as I laid down on my side, I felt her move. So I was like, oh, I felt so much better. And then we also had a friend coming down from Perth who was bringing us pet mints because it's cheaper from up there than it is down here. In fact, you can't even get it in Margaret River where we live. So shout out to Kylie, thank you so much for that. And I remember going to get it just before we had to go out for dinner, and I got out of the car to like thank her and say hello and stuff, and I felt like in so much pain and just dreadful. It was like I really had to try to like, you right there? You want to flip over? I'm gonna come back up here. Yeah, I really had to try to like put on a happy face. Anyway, and then we got back in the car and she like knocked on the window because she'd forgotten to give me a little sleepy sack that she had for her daughter. Hey, what? And it's almost nap time for this one, so don't mind it if she starts cracking it. And I remember like getting back in the car and being like, oh, you know, like this feeling, and then knocking on the window. I'm like, oh, okay, like I'm here. Like, sorry about that, Kylie. I remember feeling just so miserable. Anyway, we drove home, put the mince away, and then we went to the river for dinner. And we walked in and like, I had a booking. It was super busy. It's a Friday night. It was packed, and I think there was a band maybe going to be on or something, because it was seriously like mosh pit at the bar there. And we got like sat at our table. Adam's like, I'll go get some drinks, and I'm sitting there like so uncomfortable. I remember just being like rubbing my belly and being like, you know, like I almost felt a bit nauseous, and just, yeah, like the cramps were like so intense. And then he came back with the drinks and he said, like, we better go order, or I think I said, I'll go order dinner because it's super busy and I'm really uncomfortable, and like maybe I'll feel better if I stand up. So I go and stand in the line, take my phone, that's it, to order dinner. And then like there's like 5 people ahead of me, right? And I'm standing there, not for very long, and literally my waters break. And I didn't know at that time that that's what was happening. I thought I was weeing myself. So I was like, oh, I just quickly like held it in. And I remember thinking, should I wait and like stand here and order, like wait in line and hold it? Or should I go and wee? And I was like, oh, what? You want this? Or do you want to go for a nap? So anyway, I decided to go to the toilet because I was like, like, I don't think I'm going to be able to hold wee for that long, like when the line was so big. Anyway, so I went to the bathroom and went to the toilet, thought I was just weeing. And I was like, okay, now I'm done. And I literally like stood up and it just kept coming. It just was like, kept coming. I was like, oh, that's weird. Like, and still not in my brain was it that my waters had broken. I was just like, oh, I must still need to wee. And then so I sat back down. Same thing happened again. I was like, oh, I'm done. And then stood up, more kept coming. And then I was like, I like literally looked between my legs and had a look, and I was like, that's not wee. Because it was like kind of clear, you know, like white, like it wasn't yellowy wee, like wee colour. So la la la, I love you. La la la, do you love me too? Get it. I'm gonna hold it. Get it. So yeah, then I was like, oh, I think my water is broken. So I immediately just, like, I wasn't panicking or anything. I was just like, just immediately was like, oh. I had my phone, so I texted Adam and I said, because the bathroom was full. Like, there was just so many people at the river that the bathroom was like full of women. And I was like, I'm not going to call him and say out loud, like, my waters have broken. Because I didn't want like people in the toilet to hear and freak out or something. Although that would have been funny if they did. And maybe people would have like come to my rescue or something. Not that it was like that dramatic. But I just texted him and said, I think we're going to have to go home. I think my waters have broken. And he just wrote back, what? That's it. And then I don't know what else he wrote. I think that was it. And then then everyone left the bathroom. So I rang him and I was like, yeah, like it just keeps coming. And then I was like, oh, people are coming back. And I like hung up on him. And, BB, do you want BB? Yeah, I know. You're starting to get tired, aren't you? It's nap time. Well, I'm trying to stretch out her naps a little bit longer these days. But also today I've got Pilates, so I want her to be like, have a nap just before we go. Which I have no idea what the time is right now, so I don't know if that's going to be happening or not. But anyway, I'll wrap this up of the story of my waters breaking, because honestly I don't think I'm going to be able to do much more than this. But yeah, so I hung up on him, and then I just texted him and said, meet me outside the bathroom, like bring my bag and stuff, and like I'll just come out when I can. And like the waters just kept coming. Like I was like, I don't know how I'm ever going to get off this toilet. So the waters just kept coming. And eventually I was like, I'm just going to have to make a run for it. You're okay, baby? Hey? Sorry, Mummy's trying to tell a big story. Yeah, Mummy's trying to tell a big story. Oh, it's a nice cuddle. I'm gonna suck your thumb. Anyway, I ended up shoving toilet paper down my undies and making a run for it. I think I washed my hands. And I hadn't made a mess on my dress or anything, because when I was in line, I was able to just like squeeze and like I was holding in a wee. And I remember thinking like later, thank God I had a good tight pelvic floor, because I was able to hold it in until I went to the toilet. But obviously on the walk out of the bathroom to the car, sitting in the car, like it was coming and there was nothing I could do to hold it in. So the car seat was all wet, and so we're walking out, and like I didn't even know what to say. Like I was just like smiling. I think I was like in shock, but I was like really excited, and then like I think I was in shock because I was just like, no, like I'm only 37 weeks, like the baby's not coming yet. And then Adam's like, you need to call the midwife, and I was like, no, like we'll just go home. Okay. All right, I'll pick it up again from here of where I called the midwife and what happened after that. But I'll go and get this little one down for a nap, because it's sleepy time, isn't it? Okay, say bye. Bye guys, see you soon.